Alright, so what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now, just yesterday we had Call of Duty Next, and I think today the beta has started on early access for PlayStation. I haven't pre-ordered the game on PlayStation, so I'm not going to be playing that just yet. When the free access starts on it, I'll hop on and play for a couple hours then. But I watched a bit of COD Next yesterday. I was mainly looking at tweets and stuff, and I saw like a recap video. I didn't watch the entire event, but I know the important stuff, and there's a lot of things I actually want to discuss because there's a lot of good stuff with Modern Warfare 3 that sounds really good. First thing I want to talk about is the mastery camos for Modern Warfare 3. So I'm going to show some pictures on screen here, and these are the images for the calling cards that we have for the mastery camos. So the first one I'm showing here is the three multiplayer camos. So we've got gold, platinum, and something which is Orion-esque. Apparently it's sort of similar to it, but I don't know if it actually is going to be Orion or something different. I hope it's called something different. But as you can see, it has that sort of same vibe. It also has like a similar like black sky vibe, I'd say, where it's like sort of spacey. It's got like the nebula in there with like the stars and stuff. And the second picture here is a collection of camos. So at the top, obviously, we've got the multiplayer mastery camo. Then below, I think these are the zombies camos. But the thing is, we had 3 for the multiplayer camos, and we've got 4 different ones here for the zombies one. So there's the like red sort of like scaly one. There's the white and gold like sort of patterned one. Then there's the black and white like spider one. And then there's the final one, which is like a sort of glowing blue like stone effect, I think. I don't really know. Now, the cool thing about the zombies camos is that apparently you can unlock these camos on the Modern Warfare 2 weapons as well. So in zombies, you're going to be able to unlock these camos on the Modern Warfare 3 weapons and the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, which means, wow, I think there's like, what, 50, 60 guns, maybe even 70 guns in Modern Warfare 2 right now. And then I think we're probably going to have like minimum like 30 guns in Modern Warfare 3. So basically there's going to be a lot of grinding to do in that mode. It's a shame zombie sounds really fucking boring this year. It's basically DMZ with zombies. Like, it's not proper. I mean, it doesn't sound boring, but it doesn't sound like zombies to me. To be honest, I find it weird how they've revealed the mastery camos for zombies and multiplayer by calling card icons, because they should have known that these sort of lower quality small like pictures of the mastery camos would have been critiqued heavily. And I'm not going to sit here and defend that these camos look amazing or anything. I'm just saying that I think it's too early to judge it. I mean, gold and platinum actually look really bright, vibrant, shiny, but the rest of them don't look incredible. But I'm gonna wait and see until we get some in-game footage, because even in the menus on the previews of the guns, they can look different than in the actual game. So I'm just saying hold off on judging it. It still could be really good, and obviously the same with Orion as well. It could be changed. So about COD Next, I think they had a beta version of the game, and it looks like there's gonna be about a standard amount of beta guns in the game. Apparently Charlie Intel just tweeted 5 minutes of zombies gameplay, which once again, it doesn't really get me interested. Honestly, I should just sit here and read through Charlie Intel tweets. I mean, they have by far the most amount of information, and like it's just concise as well in tweets and stuff. Like, for example, there's one here where apparently the gunsmith in Modern Warfare 3 has like a filter system, so you can like filter through stuff based on benefits, because obviously with the gunsmith transferred over from Modern Warfare 2 as well, and all those attachments and the Modern Warfare 3 attachments, there's gonna be a lot of attachments basically. So I can just filter through suppressors and choose ones that only increase my, I don't know, my bullet velocity, for example, not like reduce my damage range or anything like that. Or I can filter through barrels that increase my ADS speed. That's actually a really good thing. I like that. It's just little things like that, like little quality of life things, which really help with the games. Sledgehammer Games confirmed there will be a fan favorite maps from other Call of Duty titles returning in Modern Warfare 3 during post-launch seasons. One of them I saw actually in the beta footage is a Modern Warfare 3 DLC map, which is at the top of a construction building. I can't remember what it's called for the life of me, but I'll put it in the video. But it's basically on top of a construction site like building, and it has like this middle tunnel in the center of it where it's like a glass thing, and it's like below the rest of the map, but you can like shoot down on it. It's basically like a quick access to the other side of the map, but it's also like a high risk, high reward because it's completely glass, so you can get shot at really easily. I love that map back in Modern Warfare 3, and seeing that return would be really cool. Apparently they said there's going to be 3 maps in Season 1 and Season 2 as well. I want to know how many of them are remakes. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't really care if they remade a lot of Modern Warfare 3 maps, because a lot of them are really good. Oh yeah, the new Warzone map is Urzikstan as well, which I think think a lot of people predicted when we first saw Urzikstan, to be honest, and people were saying that was going to be the new Warzone map, and I think they found like a tac map somewhere as well, or like a map on like a building, like on the floor somewhere. Oh, and probably the biggest, most important, most exciting piece of information for Warzone, which I know I don't really talk about Warzone on this channel. I'm not a huge Warzone player, but you guys know that I played a lot of Rebirth Island when that was out. Like, I love that mode. And on top of all the other stuff that's coming to Warzone, like, I think that a lot of the changes that are going from MWIII 2 to MWIII 3 are also being brought over to Warzone, which is definitely the right move. I think if you think of Warzone as an extension of Modern Warfare 2, I think they're changing it so it's an extension of MWIII 3, basically. So a lot of, like, the movement changes, the red dots on... Like, a lot of that stuff is going over to Warzone 2. Well, I guess it's not really Warzone 2 anymore. They changed it, you know, but a lot of things are one-hit snipers, slide cancelling, that kind of stuff. But the thing that has me the most excited, and the thing that will make me play Warzone again, not only is Fortunes Keep returning in early 2024, which I didn't play too much, but I'll probably have a go at, but they're bringing back Rebirth Island later on in 2024, which honestly is the most exciting thing from this whole thing. I cannot wait to play Rebirth again. That was by far the biggest loss for me. I mean, I consider the Rebirth era of Call of Duty probably my favorite one, maybe apart from like peak Black Ops 3, but honestly, Rebirth Island is some of the most fun I've had in COD history. And with all the changes to Warzone as well, making it more like MWIII 3, I think Warzone will be back. Like, I genuinely think it could come back. Maybe not as good as the original Warzone, but I think it's going to be at least popular again. Because let's be honest, Warzone for the past year has been in the fucking bin. Like, it's actually been laughable how fucking abysmal that shit has been. Why the fuck would you spawn next to me? I know it's shipment, but fucking hell, man. That is just absurd. It actually kind of pisses me off about this camo grind as well. How you can grind Modern Warfare 2 weapons for the Modern Warfare 3 camos and zombies, but for some reason you can't do that in multiplayer. Like, why can you do that for zombies, but in multiplayer I can't get Orion for the ACR? Why the fuck can I not do that? That just seems like one of those things where there's like no explanation for it whatsoever. Like, they're doing this whole carry forward thing where we have all our MWIII 2 guns in MWIII 3. But why the fuck can we not have the camos applied? Like, surely it's not that complicated. It's basically an extension of MWIII 2 anyway. Oh yeah, there's also ranked play for MWIII 3 multiplayer coming. Apparently Season 1 reloaded, and I'm just gonna say straight away, I wouldn't take that like as confirmation. I'd take it with a grain of salt, because these things can change. They'll probably delay it, maybe like a season or half a season. What the fuck are those two doing? Just finger blasting each other in the container. You know, one thing that actually really makes me sad for this whole MWIII 3 transition thing as well is I don't think drill charges are in MWIII 3, sorry, which is probably one of the best things to come from this game. I'm really sad they're not bringing that over, because I love that piece of equipment. Like, genuinely trying to figure out some of the ways you can use drill charges and some of the old maps would just be really fucking cool, and they might bring it back as like a DLC or something, but it's just sad to see this not there at launch. Oh, here we go. There's like a list of things for Warzone when Urzikstan comes out. So I think they're doing a similar thing where in Warzone 1 we'd have an integration with the new game. I think they're sort of doing it like that, but obviously it's going to be a lot smoother, a lot better this time, because MWIII 2 and MWIII 3 are basically the same thing. They're just swapping the games over. But apparently on top of the Urzikstan map, MWIII 3 movement, Ghost only works while moving, which is same for multiplayer. I think a lot of these will be, to be fair. Stim tactical boost movement, red dots on the minimap, ammo separate in backpack, a gas mask equipped manually, always have pistols while swimming, tear gas countered by gas mask, and more. So there's a lot of good stuff there that, you know, should have been in the game since like day one. You know, I still find it fucking hilarious that we're talking about the gas mask. Like, why the fuck could they just not have it be a thing that I've been suggesting for years now, where instead of it being a thing you have to pull on and off, or like it does it automatically and it, you know, put your gun in hip fire, why can't it just be a PNG that pops up on my screen when it's being taken into effect? Why do I have to drag it down on my fucking face and lift it off? Why can't it just pop on my screen? I don't care about realism. Like, if you want to talk about realism in that aspect, then we shouldn't be able to redeploy parachutes. We should get one parachute and that's it. If you cut it, you die. Oh yeah, another knock against MWIII zombies as well. There's no Easter egg. Zombies without Easter egg. What? Honestly, if you're a hardcore zombie, like, don't get me wrong, I consider myself to be a hardcore zombies fan, but it's not my main mode, like, anywhere near. But if you're a zombies fan and like that's your like one thing in Call of Duty that you buy games for, I feel really fucking sorry for you. I mean, hey, at least the ray gun's in from launch this time. There's actually a fucking wonder weapon. Oh yeah, there's the war mode as well, which should be really interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I don't really think there's much. Oh yeah, detailed stats in the gunsmith as well. That's going to be cool. Here we go. There's a video here from Charlie Until. So there's 3 assault rifles by the looks of it. There's the SVA 545, which I don't really know what that's based off of. The MTZ 556, which I think's an ACR. Then there's another MTZ as well, which looks like an ACR. 2 battle rifles, 3 SMGs. One of them's the Scorpion, which is the Rival 9 now. I suppose the Scorpion before, but now it's, yeah, whatever. There's 2 shotguns, the Lockwood 680, which is a sort of pump action, and also the M4 shotgun, the Riveter, which looks fucking crazy. There's the Holger 26 and the Puliamot 762, which is like a PKP petching. Marksman rifles, the MTZ Interceptor, and the MCW6. So it looks like they're doing the receiver thing again this year, which I do like personally. I like the idea of the receivers where you have a base gun like the M4 and you can have 5 different variants of it. It looks like they're doing the similar thing with the MTZ here, where there's like 2 assault rifles, a battle rifle, and a marksman rifle. I think that's cool. And then for snipers, they're not snipers. Are you fucking stupid? What? That's got a 25 round mag in. That's an AK. Okay, and this one is a 10 round mag semi-auto. What? These aren't sniper rifles. That looks like an assault rifle with a scope on it. You're taking the piss. Yeah, there's a lot of other things that we could talk about, like lots of very small details, but a lot of the stuff, especially the creator class as well, we've talked before. Things like, you know, Ghost working properly. There's the change to perks where it's like gear now. There's also a vest feature as well, which is sort of like, it's like one big perk, I imagine, like where, you know, it changes your class setup fundamentally. It adds like extra benefits. But like I said, there's a lot of small details we could talk about, like the way the creator class works and like the red dots on the minimap, slide cancel, all this stuff. But I just want to talk about the big stuff today, and a lot of that stuff we knew about already. I'm just looking forward to playing this game. I think it's actually genuinely going to be a good year for Call of Duty, which it pisses me off that I say that because I feel like I say it every year, but it just seems like it's going to be good. I don't know what to tell you. I know for Modern Warfare 2 I was saying that, but Modern Warfare 2 severely let us down. I think on the launch it was a really fun game and it had potential, but they just didn't do anything with it. But if there's one thing that Call of Duty always does right, it's definitely the marketing. It's always like the stuff beforehand. I get excited for every single Call of Duty game. I always fall for it. I always buy the game, and then 2 months later I'm saying that it's dog shit and this game was better, and why didn't they do this, why didn't they do that. The reason why I feel pretty confident in saying that Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone is going to be good this year is because a lot of it is just changes to stuff we already have. Like, I know it's bullshit and it's scummy that they're taking Modern Warfare 2, changing a couple things and reselling it. I know it's dumb, but at the same time, we know what we're getting. We're getting the game that we have now, but better. It's guaranteed better. Everyone who's gone to the event and done all the, you know, the playing the game beforehand, everyone's just saying it's better. So I'm going to go ahead and say something bold. I don't think Modern Warfare 3 can fail this year. Clip this for when it fails. Thank you for watching.